Rama Hare Rama, Rama Radha Madhava, Radha.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, are you stuck? He's frozen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was us.
Yeah, it's frozen actually. Yeah.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayana Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatam Jayamuttiraya Nasta Pradeshu Pradeshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttamam Slokir Bhaktir Bhavati Nayastakim Om Ajnanatamandasya Jana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasme Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shabitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Gadamaya Swaparantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namastute Tatpakanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanum Shude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatrubhaccha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishnam Vrishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswatim Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasatadeshatharini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. Hare Krishna, welcome all of you to Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 6. So we have discussed up to verse number 8. Any reflection on those slokas that you remember in previous or last week? Is it unmute or am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu, you're audible.
Oh, okay, then I thought you all remain silent. I don't know. Because today is not a Amavasya to follow the Mauna Vrata.
Reflection, I guess, for myself is you ask the Guru, when you want to start your journey, you ask your Guru, what did they do or how did they become to that level so that we can follow their footsteps to become as good as them or half as perfect as them or something like that. Yeah.
Is it Sarayu or Bindya Mataji?
Sorry.
Right. Thank you so much, Sarayu Mataji. So basically, you touch about the Sad Dharma Pravachar. Sad Dharma Prachar. Thank you so much. So, any other reflections that you all remember?
Yeah, I can remember something on where Narada Muni started his journey after his mother passed away. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Okay, yeah. So you remember when Narada Muni started his journey after the mother left? Okay. Any other insight?
Association of devotees bring quick change in life or spiritual realization.
Sorry, you're too fast.
Association of devotees brings quick change in life or spiritual realization.
Oh, thank you so much, Bindya Mataji. Yeah, it's a big point where we can take how Narada Muni have associated with the Bhaktivedantas, like transform the revolutionary have take place on life of Narada. Thank you so much, Bindya Mataji. How about others? I'm Sharan Prabhu, Sarojini Mataji.
Same Prabhu already told.
Already told.
By I think Sarayu Mataji, I think.
Oh, you came with Sarayu Mataji. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let me continue for today's verses. And we should come to the verse number.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, sorry, I want to add. You also touched on 3 types of Bhasha, which is a Samadhi Bhasha, Darshana Bhasha, and Guhya Bhasha.
So, what do you understand on these 3 subject matter? Anyone remember this? What does the Darshana Bhasha mean? What does Guhya Bhasha means? What does Samadhi Bhasha mean?
Darshana is analogy example.
Yeah.
Guhya
Thank you so much. You're right.
Secret. Samadhi, I didn't write. Sorry.
Samadhi is okay. Thank you so much. Anyone remember the Samadhi?
Direct understand. Samadhi.
So direct understand. Yes, all right. So it's direct. Yes, direct to the point. Thank you so much, allegation. So this is how we have discussed. So now today we're going to see verse number 9 and 10. So let's see what's happened to the mother. So this is where we stop with the suspense. Okay, verse number 9 is says that Ekadasa Nirgatam Geha Dishanti Nishkam Pate Sarpodasa Padasrapat Karpanam Kala Choditaha and Tadaham Ishaya Bhaktanam Sam Apishata Anugraham Manyamana Prista Disham Utaram. So can any one of you read verse number 9 and 10? Since I'm already chanted the Sanskrit sloka.
Yeah, Prabhu, I can read that.
Yeah.
169. Once upon a time, my poor mother, when going out one night to milk a cow, was bitten on the leg by a serpent, influenced by supreme time. 1610. I took this as the special mercy of the Lord, who always desired benedictions for his devotees. And so thinking, I started for the north. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, before we go more discuss further, let me analysis verse number 9. In verse number 9, in a 3 bhasha, which bhasha this are referring to? So just think, just reflect on this verse. Okay, which are these referring to? Which bhasha is referring to?
Is it Guhya Bhasha, Prabhu?
No, it's not Guya. There no any secret on this.
Samadhi.
Samadhi. It kind of Samadhi, but it's not really Samadhi.
Then
It's already them. Once open. Once upon a time, my poor mother, when going out one night to milk a cow. This is like samadhi, is direct to the point. But still, he continue. Was bitten on the leg by serpent, influenced by the supreme time. So what does this is analogies given here?
The
Influenced by the
time.
supreme time. So giving an analogy, why the mother been by die? Why the mother's dying?
Because of bitten by a serpent.
Yes, but the key point here, but yes, bitten by serpent, but can we take serpent is uninvited or invited?
Invited because of the term supreme time. It was their time.
Yes. So the death is supreme, means is not premature death. This means it's already designed, or this means providence been or organized in such a way. So if it not continue, it let's say was bitten on the leg by serpent by full stop, then it is samadhi, but it make us speculate on this verse. So there are no space for speculating in this verse. Why? Say that it's already time for the mother to leave the bodies already arranged by the providence. Is it clear?
Yes.
So when the providence already organized, so because he understood that it's already time, means it's already organized that his mother will leave the body, since it's already organized such a way. Therefore, we can see in verse number 10, he said that I took this as a special mercy. That means, you know that some hour now or later on, the mother going to leave the body. But now is because it already organized or it's already providence, so you think that special mercy who always desire benediction for his devotee, and so think I start for the knot. So okay, let we read. The purport is very rich purport. So any one of you want to read the purport?
Okay, Prabhu. Reversals in life. Confidential devotees of the Lord see in every step a benedictory direction of the Lord. What is considered to be an odd or difficult moment in the mundane sense is accepted as special mercy of the Lord. Mundane prosperity is a kind of material fever, and by the grace of the Lord, the temperature of this material fever is gradually diminished, and spiritual health is obtained step by step. Mundane people misunderstand it.
So what all of you have understood, let's reflect what really Prabhupada trying to say here.
Whatever happens
Yes.
is
Mhm.
Krishna's desire.
Okay, but how about the normal people?
Okay, for
Normal
now,
people.
sorry, Prabhu, continue.
Continue, Mataji, continue.
Never, Prabhu, you continue first.
I split out second, I forgot.
Okay. Then for normal people, they take it as karma, their karma.
You say so, but Prabhupada say mundane people misunderstood it.
Oh, okay. That means they
How
think
they
that
misunderstood it?
sometimes they say if something bad happens, they say why this is happening to me, why God you gave it to me like this, they blame God. I think that's why they
Okay.
understand that it's like that.
Okay, thank you so much. You're right. So, how about others? What you think about it? What your reflection on this? What you understand on this? Especially of the on this.
I think I just would like to add from what Sarojini Mataji said, that it's,
Mhm.
I think people who believe or people who know, like what are they going through, they read the Bhagavad Gita, they know what it's supposed to be, they believe in karma, so like whatever happens, they believe is their karma, and they just go on with it, so that they're thinking, okay, this is my karma, I finished it so that I can go back to God again. But for normal people, they'd be like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Ayo, what did I do until I deserve this? They contemplate, they still put the stress on themselves. That's my opinion.
Okay, thank you so much, Mataji.
I mean, in other ways, they try to blame many circumstances due to some other things. Actually, they don't accept that it is a reality, that it is sanctioned by the God. That's what I would add up to. Yeah, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, bro. So we can see people normally will take it this is as a it's not favorable for them. That's what the normal people, the mountain people will think. As long something has happened, they will blame someone else. So that such a kind of person is normally low self-esteem. So what do you all think about that person? Whenever the people blame others, have you seen the person who blame others have success in life?
They are very unhappy.
Pardon, Mataji?
They are very unhappy.
They're very unhappy, right? Okay. So is it their life is very even in a material sense or material things? How flourish are them?
They are not Prabhu. They are not really flourish. If you ask me internally, maybe they earn so much of money, but mentally they are not a flourish actually. They always have a problems in their heart actually.
So they have it's only from their mind, or is it from their attitude, the behavior?
Everything you can see. It's a continuation of everything, Prabhu. It is interrelated, everything. All this attitude, morals, etc.
Okay, now please reflect on this verse, these two verses. Okay, let's reflect on these two verses. What we can derive from these two verses to a current principle, for the current principle, what the lesson that we can take in our life? Because we need to be practical end of the day, right? So how we want to take in our life these two words in a practical way, don't see in a spiritual perspective, but see in a different perspective. How you want to take these two words, how you can see these two verses motivated you, or what these two words have contributed, how you want to take these two words in your life. Let's say this two words is inspiring words for you. So how you want to take as a lesson, or how you want to drive a lesson from here. From 5 years old boy, what lesson that we can drive from here?
It's okay, Prabhu, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. I would take it as what is happens. Okay, what is happened is, of course, everything is for a purpose. There must be some purpose behind of it, and a time is always an essence. It's always answer that every bit of times that we move on actually. So whatever it comes, we just accept it, and try to move forward with with whatever the next solutions in order to move our journey move forward actually. So this is what I would take it.
So can I take, thank you so much, Alagisham. Can I take it that you're trying to say that just go flow with the time, so don't care about what's happened? This is what you're trying to say. Can I take it in that way?
Yeah, I would say yes, Prabhu. Time, yes, time, and of course, it is also indirectly also work as per your whatever your previous teach and things like that. So this is all combinations actually.
Thank you so much. It's a good lesson that you drive. Thank you so much. So how about others?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I think it's more towards trust
Trust.
you put into.
Trust in what, bro?
In whatever has been said and done, I mean, whatever has been put forward by the Lord.
By the Lord. So that means that you're saying that whatever came, just take it as the will of the Lord, is what you are trying. Am I right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Sham Sharan Prabhu. How about others? Balance is only Bindya, Sarai, and Sarojini Mataji.
I think whatever happened, just do what you need to do and move on. Don't stop your life just there, because whatever it is, it's all, yeah, the Lord's, it's by the Lord's mercy, whatever is happening. So there might be a good out of it. So yeah.
Okay, so can I take it, Bindya Mataji, can I take it that that you're trying to say that just don't, because of something is already happened, that don't just be morose and just keep move to the flow.
Yes, move on. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Bindya Mataji. Nice principle, nice lesson that you drive. How about Sarayu Mataji and Sarojini Mataji?
Myself is, everything happens for a reason, and there's also time. Everything happens at the right time. Sometimes you would think that, oh, why didn't I was working hard for this opportunity, but why didn't I get this opportunity now? It's always that, I think this happens with everyone, that you want something but you never get it. But actually there is a time that you are supposed to get something. That is my understanding. The part of the time, yeah, that everything happens for a reason and it happens at the right time for you, maybe. Yes.
So can I take that you're trying to say that don't give up? Because you say that sometime, it's not certain. So can I say that don't give up in your life? Whatever is it happen, just keep moving and the time will answer. This is what you're trying to say. Am I right?
Not really. I would say time will answer. I just say that everything happens at a certain period of time. Yes, moving on is to a certain extent, but some opportunities come to you at certain times. Some things happen to you at a certain time. Yeah, I won't say move on is, you just have to live on. That is a normal thing that you have to do. Because if you don't live, if you don't move, there's no point. Yeah, but I guess so. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So how about Sarojini Mataji?
Okay, like Sarayu Mataji said that everything happens for a reason. Because nothing happens without God's
the will of the Lord.
Yeah, the will of the Lord. So He sanctions it so that this will actually will benefit us. We consider it as Krishna's mercy.
Okay, thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, we reflect again to the verse. You see that, like what you all say is something, a good lesson that we can take it. So as a 5-year-old boy, he also attached to his mother. We have seen in the previous slokas, and is only depend on the mother. So you're not blaming the Supreme Lord. So similar like that, everything can happen in our life. It can be a good flow or maybe a bad flow. And we need to take it as as a lesson in our life. And this is the reason why you can see I took as the special mercy of the Lord. So we take it as a special mercy. So we need to think. So the question is might be arise here. Is it the normally sorry how to put it? So let me put in this way. Let's say that what is the pillar of success? What is the pillar for the success? Somebody asking what the pillar of your success? What will be the real answer that you think is appropriate for this? Did my question is clear or? Hare Krishna?
Yeah, you say pillar of pure success. Is it?
Yeah, what the reason for the real success?
Oh, okay. All right.
The reason, yeah.
You mean success? You are referring to which one, Prabhu, specifically?
Anything, any success of your life or anything, what the reason will be there that you have success that?
You mean our life journey success or particular?
Or anything, yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay.
If you reflect, please reflect in your life. Just take a few seconds.
Okay. Yeah. To me, the success is constant doing something, focus, and constant doing something. You will finally get success. Of course, with we always must always appreciate as well. I mean, the gratitude always must be there. I mean, whatever we do, we should know what is the gratitude to whoever give to us our journey, and whatever the base was, we have to always give have a gratitude. I mean, we always should thanks, and at the same time focus. Then you focus. Then you constant do your things. Actually, then you will come to the success.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, with the knowledge as well. You need to accumulate knowledge as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, allegation. So, anyone of you want to try other than the allegation proposed reason?
Can I give an example that happened in my life?
If can, but don't mention the name or something that is a personal thing.
No, I actually wanted to study in a university. I tried 10 times to get into the university, but on my 10th attempt, I got the place. And that was because of Krishna's mercy, I feel, because the situation he brought upon the situation that happened for me to get into the university was after I got it only I realized it that it's Krishna's mercy that I got the success.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. So about any other contribution than Sarojini Mataji, that she tried 10 times, then out of the mercy, then because of Krishna mercy, then out of that, any one of you want to contribute anything?
Hare Krishna. I guess I don't know, like if everyone's gonna say it's only through the Lord, it is through the Lord, it is through His mercy, but you also need to put in your hard work. That is my personal point, that yes, He gives you the way, He shows you the way, but if you do not put a hard work, or you do not put your strength in it or whatsoever, you will not reach it. For me, is your own self that you put your hard work. His mercy will be there because He doesn't let go of His devotees, but you have to put in your hard work to achieve what you want to achieve in life. Yeah, that's what is my personal opinion.
It's not wrong, it's your opinion, you're right. Even Krishna never asked Arjuna to sleep, he asked to fight. So you're already near to the answer that I'm looking for. So anyone want to try, or should I start?
Yes, please. Very difficult to understand.
Okay, we shouldn't give up, because the reversal of life is make us successful. If there are no reversal in your life, you won't be here now. Will you will you accept that? If there are no failure, you won't attempt to try again and again, and because of the failure or the reversal, it's where you are now. If we turn that the glories or the flourish or whatever people say are very good, your success, it won't make you successes, or you think that you already reached your destination. Okay, you're already there in your goal. But when you're already in a state of reversal in life, let's say suppose you want to rank number 1, that you get number 6, and you keep trying, right? Will you stop in number 1? What will happen? Number 1 mentality and number 6 mentality.
The number 6 will want to try harder.
How about number 1?
Complacent.
Yeah, I will take so no problem. This so the reversal of life is always make the people better. If you see all the success of the people, even the founder of Apple, the founder of the Microsoft Office, now we can see why the success because of their reversal, how they're facing so many reversal. Even I remember one of the guy, one of my friend, he was rejected few times in exam, and he was rejected as well in interview, and now he was a big successful man where giving the he was become a big employer where he employ the person who will reject him. And he was telling to me last year, he said that this guy was into me, is reject my interview, luckily reject. So now I give him opportunity to work in my company. So like that, so we can take in a spiritual way as well a material way this Bhagavatam to application in personal life. So we need to take that whatever reversal has happened, it's a special mercy of the Lord that He always seeing that for the benediction of the devotee. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, hold on, Prabhu, just 1 second, 1 minute. I mean, you are saying the reversals means, I mean, it is a failure in your every steps, Prabhu. I mean, every steps, whenever you have a failure, then from there you will try to rectify it and you go further. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
So now, verse number 11 and 12. Anyone of you want to read? Most welcome, the translation.
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I'll read, Prabhu.
Yeah, please, Prabhu.
1:6:11. After my departure, I passed through many flourishing metropolises, towns, villages, animal farms, mines, agricultural lands, valleys, flower gardens, nursery garden, and natural forest. 1:6:12. I passed through hills and mountains full of reservoirs of various minerals like gold, silver, copper, and through tracts of land with reservoirs of water filled with beautiful lotus flowers fit for the denizens of heaven, decorated with bewildered bees and singing birds. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Shyam Sharan Prabhu. Okay, we can see when did this pastime of Narada take place? Anyone remember?
Pardon?
This 5-year-old boy, Narada,
Yeah.
when it took place?
In the previous yuga.
Previous yuga? Yuga means you're telling previous Satya Yuga?
Yes, I think.
Yes. How about others? She just think yes.
Prabhu, I know the answer yesterday.
I know, yeah, I know. Only you're silent. We have discussed thoroughly physics of last week classes as well.
The 1 day of Brahma.
Yes, very good. 1 day of Brahma. So what does mean one day of Brahma?
And Prabhu, the calculation 1,000 yuga, is it?
Yeah, yes, yes, 14 Manu. Yeah, you're right. All of these answers right, but the precise answer.
1 kalpa.
Yes, 1 kalpa. Then Bindya Mataji answer. Another one more answer is also there to make easier. She said 1,000 of
Yugas.
yuga,
Yugas,
Divya
yeah.
yugas. So that means again you have seen same thing has happened in previous kalpa. Also, as we get the same thing now. See, repeating or not repeating?
Yes.
Repeating.
Yes, keep repeating. It's already scheduled. So therefore, don't waste our time. This is the time that we need to go back. And so we take the spiritual life very serious. Okay, let's go verse number 13 to 14.
Prabhu, Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Prabhu. Before you go there, I have one important question, Prabhu.
Yes. Can you keep it on the last of section, Prabhu? Like I say that I will end at 8:45
Prabhu,
or
alright,
8:50. Then you can ask, please put in a bank so that we can go through certain. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So then verse number 13 to 14, any one of you want to read? Welcome. Yes, Binja Mataji or Sarayu Mataji, I don't know. Because,
No, Sarojini Mataji.
oh yeah, anyone, yeah.
Okay. I then passed alone through to many forests of rushes, bamboo, weeds, sharp grass, weeds, and caves, which were very difficult to go through alone. I visited deep, dark, and dangerously fearful forests, which were the play yards of snakes, owls, and jackals. 1.6.14. Thus traveling, I felt tired bodily and mentally, and I was both thirsty and hungry. So I took a bath in a river lake, and also drank water. But I got relief from my exhaustion.
So now we see now after the mother left, he start to walk the north, because when he start to walk to the north, so he was seeing all these things. This is some description. In the same time, we can see why he do so, because Prabhupada said to gain faith in a God, strength of mind, enlighten in a bit, so it can facilitate detachment. And in this, we can see that Prabhupada is quoting from the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He says that a traveling mendicant can meet the need of the body, namely thirst and hunger, by the gift of nature without being a beggar at the door of the householder. So now the question may come, sometimes the mendicant came to our house. Why they came? Is it they came for the begging because no food? What do you think? Why the mendicant came to our house? What your opinion on this? That means a brahmachari or sannyasi or devotee came
to give their mercy to us.
Yes, to purify it. This is the reason they came. They just purified. They're not back. So they came so that they can enlighten us, so that we can remember that our constitution position as the servant of the Lord. So they remind us. So this is the reason. And then then we can see, going to see what happened when he traveling and he reach one place, then what he going to do. Let me see. Tasmin nirma nuja aranya pipalopasta asirita atmanam atmasya yato srutam achintayam. Okay, any one of you want to read the translation? I will come.
Okay,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, please read, bro. Yeah.
After that, under the shadow of a banyan tree, in an uninhabited forest, I began to meditate upon the supersoul situated within, using my intelligence, as I had learned from liberated souls. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So how did he meditate here? Did he meditate to what you want, whimsically? No. Where he learned from? The form of Paramatma, from Bhakti Vedantas. So we can see from here, he said that he started to meditate to the super soul that situated within by using intelligence from where he heard from the authority source. So this is the reason, we need to train our intelligence by listening to the authority source. Sometimes our intelligence can cheat us. We can take the Bhutana. Always I saying the Peshado Guru, where Bhutana looked like a devotee. Everybody thought she's a devotee. And the motive he go is for favorable to serve Krishna. No, actually it's not for favorable for Krishna. She want to kill Krishna. And Krishna accept. In whatever mood you came, then I will accept, because the Supreme Lord, there are no, is a nirguna, there are no end for him, or no beginning for him. So he accept it. And from here, what we can understand, sometimes we might be thinking that we're doing a devotional service. Oh, I'm doing a nice devotional service, and this is right because we're using our sentimental. No, we shouldn't use that. We need to use our authority. This is the reason where we need to use our Acharya have taught us how to do the puja, the Panjaratra Vidhi. Panjaratra Vidhi means deity worship. And also what is Bhagavad Vidhi, how to do this. Not simply that, oh, I'm a devotee and I can do all the nonsense. No. There are some guidelines and also we need to follow. Then only we can achieve that position. Then in verse number 16, it's very important where we can drive something it called nectar of devotion. If you all remember the 9th step, Tayatta Charanambujam Bhava Nirjitya Cheta Saha Outkalashu Kalaksha Ruda Asnime Sanir Eri. As soon as I began to meditate upon the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead, within my mind, transformed in transcendental love, tears rolled down my eyes, and without delay, the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, appear on the lotus of my heart. Okay, here I have highlighted, I have put it in a red color bhava. Did you all remember what does this referring to? Where it referring to?
The 9th.
Yeah, the 9 process, very good. Can you categorize me in the 9? The stage of bhakti.
Shraddha,
Shraddha, very good.
Sadhu Sangha,
Sadhu Sangha, very good.
Bhajana Kriya,
Bhajana Kriya,
Anartha Nivritti,
Anartha Nirvritti,
Nishtha,
Nishtha,
Ruchi,
Ruchi,
Asakti,
Asakti,
Bhava,
Bhava,
Prema.
Prema. Which stage are these referring to? Which stage? Which number are these?
Bhava stage.
Bhava stage, yeah. In which number are these?
Number 8, I think.
Number 8. Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
Okay. I also have teach you in a chapter 2 about the 14th stage. So it's called Rati. If you remember, you flip back, it's called Rati. Okay. So from here we can see Bhava. So let me share something from Nectar of Devotions. It's from chapter 20. If you have time, you all can read this chapter 20, that you all can understand what is Anubhava, Stavibhava, and all these things. And you know, where the book of Nectar of Devotions. Yeah, there. Hari Bolo, Hari Hari. Can you all, oh sorry, I never shared. So any one of you can read this? From here.
In this division of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, there are 5 general topics. First, Vibhava, special symptoms or causes of ecstasy. Second, Anubhava, subsequent ecstasy. Third, Sattvika Bhava, constitutional or existential ecstasy. Fourth, Vyabhichari Bhava, aggressive ecstasy. Fifth, Satyayi Baba, fervent or continuous ecstasy. The word rasa used in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is understood by different persons differently because the exact English equivalent is very difficult to find. But as we have seen our spiritual master translate this word rasa into mellow, we shall follow in his footsteps and also translate the word in that way.
Okay, still continue, Mataji. You can continue.
The particular living mood or attitude relished in the exchange of love with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is called rasa or mellow. The different types of rasa, when combined together, help one to taste the mellow of devotional service in the highest degree of transcendental ecstasy. Such a position, although entirely transcendental to our experience, will be explained in this section as far as possible, following in the footsteps of Srila Rupa Goswami. Without relishing some sort of mellow or loving mood in one's activities, no one can continue to perform such activities. Similarly, in the transcendental life of Krishna consciousness and devotional service, there must be some mellow or specific taste from the service. Generally, this mellow is experienced by chanting, hearing, worshipping in the temple, and being engaged in the service of the Lord. So when a person feels transcendental bliss, that is called relishing the mellow. To be more clear, we may understand that the various feelings of happiness derived from discharging devotional service may be tamed the mellows of devotional service. This relishing of transcendental mellow in discharging devotional service cannot be experienced by all classes of men, because this sweet loving mood is developed only from one's previous life's activities or by the association of unalloyed devotees. As explained above, association with pure devotees is the beginning of faith in devotional service. Only by developing such faith in the association of a pure devotee or by having in one's previous life executed devotional activities can one actually relish the mellow of devotional service. In other words, this transcendental bliss is not to be enjoyed by any common man unless he is so extraordinarily fortunate as to be in association with devotees or to be continuing his previous birth's devotional activities.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So, can you read this now?
There are 8 transcendental symptoms found in the body during ecstasy, and all of them are possibly only by a mixture of the above mentioned 5 aesthetic divisions. Without some mixture of these 5 aesthetic principles, one cannot relish transcendental bliss. The cause or basis for relishing transcendental mellow is exactly what we mean by vibhava. This vibhava is divided into 2, namely basic and impelling, or impetus giving. In the Agni Purana, the description of vibhava is given as follows. The basis from which aesthetic love is born is called vibhava, which is divided into 2, basic and impelling. In other words, there are 2 kinds of aesthetic love. The object of basic aesthetic love is Krishna and his devotee. Lord Krishna is the object of basic aesthetic love, and his pure devotee, a reservoir of such love, is the object of impelling aesthetic love. Impelling aesthetic love, then, is that love which develops when one sees an object which reminds him of Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So now we can see what the benediction or how the bhava how he reached the bhava because of the blessing of the Bhakti Vedanta. And by association, you got objects, so they already reach in that level. So then we can see the 8 process and all these things. So then we seeing that by this process, slowly we will be overcoming the personal defenses and kind of ecstasy only through the developed spiritual sense without a material concept. The next, any one of you want to read the translations here, please? Welcome.
Okay, Prabhu, I will read that.
Mhm.
O Vyasadeva, at that time, being exceedingly overpowered by feeling of happiness, every part of my body became separately enlivened. Being absorbed in an ocean of ecstasy, I could not see both myself and the Lord. Hare Krishna.
That means you already merged in a frame, so you can't. So any one of you want to read the purport on this? A very powerful purport.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, I'll read.
Yeah.
Spiritual feelings of happiness and intense ecstasy have no mundane comparison. Therefore, it is very difficult to give expression of such feelings. We can just have a glimpse of such ecstasy in the words of Sri Narada Muni. Hare Krishna.
Okay, now earlier, Sarayu Mataji have freed from Nectar Dushan, chapter 20. If you all have a time, you all can go through, so you can understand how. So I'm just giving a glimpse how we get it, not the ecstasy because of the devotee. So we're releasing the 8 symptom. After seeing the Lord, all the senses become awakened to render service into the Lord because it's in the liberated state, the senses are full efficient in serving the Lord. So a question might be asked, since the senses are matter, how we still can enjoy? Because it says that Sarvotpadi Vinid Muktam Tatparvina Nirmalam Rishikesha Shevanam Bhakti Uchate. What does mean Rishikesha mean? Anyone of you know?
Lot of senses.
Yeah, a lot of senses. So when the master of the senses is there, how you feel it, be satisfied, right? It will be enjoyed. The ecstasy will be there. So this is the reason how Narada, the 5-year-old boy, can feel the ecstasy, through the sense, because the master of sense are present. So then, in verse number 18, it says that what happened when he see the Rishikesh, he see that's what happened to him. Okay, any one of you can read this verse.
I'll read it, Prabhu.
Yeah.
The transcendental form of the Lord, as it is, satisfies the mind's desire and at once erases all mental incongruities. Upon losing that form, I suddenly got up, being perturbed as is usual when one loses that which is desirable.
So here Prabhupada is giving a nice, the Lord is not formless. First we need to understand. He have a transcendental form, desire. Then we need to desire life after life. And the Lord gone. The Lord is disappear. Why? To increase our eagerness. And next, what after the Lord's already disappear. So when the Lord is disappear, then he become morose because he can't see anymore the nectar because the Lord is Swarat. What does Swarat mean?
Independent.
Independent. Okay, we got this verse is going to conclude why the Lord. So let me discuss. Let me read this verse first. Okay, any one of you can read this verse, please? The anything there.
Translation of the verse, Prabhu?
Anything you like. This is a closing ceremony.
I'll read the translation, Prabhu.
Okay.
I desired to see again that transcendental form of the Lord, but despite my attempts to concentrate upon the heart with eagerness to view the form again, I could not see him anymore, and thus dissatisfied, I was very much aggrieved.
So now, can we see the Lord by the mechanic process? No mechanical process apply here. Only the Lord needs shower His mercy. And we need to do our discharging of prescribed duties. So sometimes when we taking up devotional service, we attempt to give up our prescribed duty. So the prescribed duty should be according to Varnashram Dharma. If it's not in Varnashram Dharma, So all this problem will face now. So we need to be in a Varnashram Dharma. Therefore, Arjuna was Kshatriya. Therefore, the Lord say, don't take up the business of sannyasi. It's not meant for you. Don't take the business of Brahmana. It's not your work. You Kshatriya, you need to fight. This is your duty. So similar like that, you have your own Varna and Ashram. You need to discharge your duty, and you need to focus, or you need to take it as stepping stone in your ashram. You need to put some siddhi aritosanam. So whatever you are, in whatever situation you are, let's say you are mother, so it's your duty to look after your children, and as a mother to look after your children, but they're not bound to you, and your duty to give Krishna consciousness, so you cannot force them out. So you need to teach in such a way that it's your duty, but you shouldn't be attached at the same time. So this how, no. So therefore, by doing that, slowly we will come to the process of karma yoga. From karma yoga, we'll come to the bhakti yoga. So this is where Prabhupada was explaining nicely in this purport. So why we cannot see the Lord? Why we cannot demand? Any idea why we can't demand? Why we can't demand? Why we can't demand we can't demand from the Lord? Why? Can you all hear me?
Yeah, Prabhu, I can hear you, but then your question's a bit
Tricky.
A bit tricky and difficult to understand. Yes.
Now I'm asking why we cannot demand to the Supreme Lord.
You mean we cannot demand what to see
Anything.
Lord or what?
We can not only to see Him. Anything. Why we cannot demand?
Okay, because of our maybe we are not up to that stage of unalloyed devotions, and we still haven't carried out our discharge prescribed duty properly and things like that, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you. So how about anyone?
Because we are dependent, Prabhu.
Yeah, we are dependent. Very good. We are dependent on Him. Next, the Lord are independent. The Lord is Swarat. Is it whatever devotion service that we're doing, the Lord is like, is depending on us? Or because of Bindya Mataji need to cook for me, so I'm obliged to the law. The Sham Kishore will say that. Bindya Mataji, what do you think?
Your line was, the voice was in and out.
Now I'm saying that did the Lord is depend on us as a deity form? Is it the Lord is depend on us? This is my question.
No, he's not. He's Swarat.
So then whatever devotion service we're doing is what factor we're doing. In what factor we're doing?
On our own accord.
Yeah, it's on our own accord, but what the reason actually? Why?
Devotion.
Devotion, yes, it's not doubt. But we are really we are doing devotional service? We already reached that level?
To please
Yes,
Him?
Prabhu.
Yeah, we're trying to please Him, no doubt. But in a first stage, we need to get purification first. So we're doing offer and everything to get purification first. So when the senses get purified, then the devotional service start to flourishing. So then bhakti develop. When bhakti is developed, then next we're going to see two Mirabai in our group, Bindya and Srayu.
Oh, Prabhu, very far away.
Okay. So like that. So we are in a process of purification. Okay. So this is the reason why we can't see Him. So application point. This life itself. So Narada Muni life we can take how he following the Acharya, and he teach by the example. We just following the vegetarianism. We just chant. Then everybody will follow us. You don't need to separately. We preach and we do something. This is called Achar and Prachar. He teach by example. Now Narada is giving example in his life how the Bhagavatam have taken revolutionary in his life. So equal, no, equal opportunity, even unfortunate or fortune, both are same, only how we can do this, but through the unavoid tuition service. So thank you so much. I take somehow I can't keep into my promise. Please forgive me. Yeah, any question can be asked now.